So anxiety made me selfish as hell. And it was one of those things where it was unintentional and I didn't realize it. And I didn't really give it too much thought, usually until it was too late with someone. I pushed people away. A lot of you right now that have anxiety disorders, panic attacks, health anxiety, all this stuff, you're so focused on your negative thinking, right? Your intrusive thoughts, your irrational thoughts, your scary thoughts. I thought I was dying every single day. You're so focused on your symptoms, right? The anxiety attacks, panic attacks, headaches, muscle pain, numbness, tingling, chest pains, shortness of breath. We stop giving the people that we cherish and love the time of the day that they still require as a human and deserve. And we do expect them to be fully supportive and sympathetic to what we're going through, even though we're not returning the favor. And I'm not saying that it's easy for us to do that. It's hard to be emotionally available for somebody else when we think we're dying every day with our symptoms, or we're stuck in our own head, right? We can't get out of our own head. It's hard. The goal of this video, I guess, is I want you to pause today and think about that person that you love a lot that's in your life that is hopefully trying to understand what you're going through, but you're not being there for them at all. You know what I mean? You're not asking them how their day is. You're not asking them what problems do they have? How can I be of service to you? What value can I give you in this relationship? You know, would you like to go on a date? I'm not, doing so good with my anxiety. I get triggered, it may not be the smoothest date, but I do love you and care about you. I'd like to spend some time with you, because guys, some of you have a great thing and you're gonna lose it, okay? I'm thankful for where I'm at now. I have a beautiful wife and kids, and everything happened perfectly for me. I'm one of the lucky ones, but I did have a failed relationship because of my selfishness, and it happened so slowly, and we grew apart so slowly, we didn't even realize what was happening, and I had health anxiety, so I thought my symptoms were killing me. It was disease after disease after disease that I thought I had, test after test after test. I was getting zero acceptance, tons of panic attacks. And it was hard for me to be there for her like I was the 2 years before I had that first panic attack. We had a good 2 years, and then had panic attacks, health anxiety. I wasn't there for her emotionally, and we slowly grew apart, and it got so bad, guys, that I was numbing myself with alcohol every day, to make the thoughts go away, right, and the symptoms. And I'd leave the apartment to go do that, and of course that didn't make her a happy camper, and that was happening every day. We had a lot more arguments, and I don't want you guys to, because this is the thing that we get, they don't understand what I'm going through and everything like that. And no, it's impossible for them to understand you fully unless they've gone through the same type of anxiety that you're dealing with, right? But they can try to understand you, they can have some sympathy and support, right? But if they don't understand you 100%, or if they get frustrated from time to time, you have to accept that and not hold resentment towards them because of that, because it's only gonna put further strain on your relationships. And you definitely don't want that. But something that we do is we don't put any responsibility on ourselves, it seems like, for the relationship breaking apart. We think it just sucks because I got anxiety and it caused us to break up. We still can pause, and again, that's the goal of this video, and think about the people that we love and cherish and make an effort, even though we're dealing with what we're dealing with, to go to them and ask them how they're doing, or to spend some time with them. Because ultimately, over time, it's just natural. You're gonna grow apart. They are gonna start putting distance between you and them. This can happen with your freaking parents, it can happen with your siblings, it can happen with your children, it can happen with your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. And I'm telling you, I was selfish as it gets. Me. I think I'm dying, right? And it's natural to be selfish when we're stuck in our head or stuck in our symptoms, right? I mean, think about it. If you have bad symptoms all day, you're always thinking about what's that? What's this? What's that? What's this? What's that? You're not even looking at the person that you're with. You know what I mean? So make a better effort, even though you're going through what you're, and guys, I know it's hard. I get it. Some of you are probably thinking, what do you mean make a better effort? I'm having panic attacks all the time. Guys, if you're new to this video or this channel, go through my videos and look at how bad I had it. It was terrible. But I could have made a better effort to stay home more instead of going out. You know what I mean? I could have made a better effort to go on a few more dates. You know, I could have tried to salvage things with, you know, some of my friendships and, you know, my ex at the time. But I was so focused on me. And I guess I just needed somebody to show me that or tell me that before it was too late. But it was always too late. And luckily I learned from that relationship, you know, when it happened and, you know, she told me that she couldn't do it anymore. It was like an eye opener. I was like, wow, I can't believe this crap happened. Like, how did we get here? And then, you know, it was too late to salvage. But I took that and I learned, because I met my wife and I had anxiety for about 1.5 years when we were first together, and I didn't have any of those selfish tendencies. I learned from that mistake, which shows that you're capable of loving and giving that other person. If you care about them enough, you can give them that attention and love, right? You can give them what they deserve, like I was able to do with my wife. You just don't realize how selfish you're being, okay? So I hope this was something for some of you, but I'll be for real, man. Like, I was selfish as hell when it came to anxiety symptoms, my negative thoughts. What can I do to numb myself? Like, and for everybody else, it was like, what do you mean you got problems? You ain't got what I got going on. You know, it was always one of those things, right? Like, oh, wow, you got this interview coming up. Oh my God, I can't even hold a job, you know, or, you know, you got this opportunity coming up, or you got this, whatever stressor coming up. It's like, oh, how would you like to think that you're dying every single day? You know what I mean? So it was always one of those. And sure, maybe my problems were more of a deal, right? Severe anxiety is rough. It's terrible. It's horrible. But other people still have problems, and they still need sympathy, and they still need love and support too. Okay? So this video probably isn't for everybody. I know some of you may even get offended at what I'm saying, but a lot of us are selfish when we're going through it. We're not trying to be. It's not that type of selfish, like you're just a selfish person, you have a bad heart. No. We just really are concentrated on ourselves when we're going through it. So if you can relate with that, please let me know down below in the comment section, or if you just want to drop some words of advice or wisdom to the audience, do it, you know what I mean? If you want extra help with your anxiety recovery process, get my course, The Lead Anxiety Bootcamp. It's in the description and in the first pinned comment. It helps so many people with their recovery journey, and I want you to be a part of that. I've recovered. I don't have panic attacks, health anxiety, none of that stuff anymore. I'm living the life that I deserve. I want you to be a part of that as well. Online therapy, if you've never tried therapy, perfect opportunity. You can do it on the phone, the laptop, the PC. That's down below as well. My coaching information, all of my social media accounts are down there. If you're new, please subscribe and turn on that bell so you get notified when I put these out. And until next time, guys, keep fighting.